Hey, it's your boy the Crypto Goon, and shout out to all my crypto goons for pulling up once again. So today we got a different one. I don't normally talk about meme coins, but I saw some things, a pattern is setting up that looks promising, so I'm going to talk about it. Now we're talking about FLOKI, so let's hop straight into it. Now we're looking at the monthly chart of FLOKI. Before I move further, let me just say this. Don't be an idiot, okay? Meme coins, they're not guaranteed. Obviously, we know that meme coins, they're just for fun. So don't be an idiot and put money into a meme coin that you cannot afford to lose. Do not be stupid, okay? This is not financial advice. This is straight education. I can afford to put the $500 in. You know, I spend almost $500 a day on FanDuel. Okay, this is just what I do. Now, all time, FLOKI is up about 3,600%. And it's actually been trending over the past, I would say, 7 days, last 24 hours, because it had a gain of around 40%. Now, currently the volume is down about 32%. That's okay. It's the weekend, but it is definitely setting up for a pattern that looks promising, a triangle pattern. And you know, I always talk about triangle patterns on this channel because it's something that just happens to work out, something that I've been using for a while. So I just want to show you all really quick this triangle pattern that is forming on the monthly, and the monthly is the pretty much the best thing that you can use because it's slower than using the daily, the hourly, the 4 hour. The weekly is cool too, but it's a lot slower and it's easier to predict where the market is going. Okay. Now, so we're looking at this, right? So currently we're less than 1 cent. My prediction is that we will go to 1 cent. So generally what happens with these triangle patterns, you see it bounce back and forth like this, and then followed by you have a breakout, and then it comes back down into this old resistance, now support, and then it, you know, gradually makes its way up. Now, the pathway to 1 cent. So I'm going to go from this low to this high. And currently my Fibonacci is reversed, right? So with the Fibonacci, we had this move up, we created this high, and then we came down really close to the 50, and then we took off. Okay. So, So let me actually reverse this. So as you can see here, right here, 1 cent. Okay. The 141 is about 90% accurate for me. It works for me. I stay away from the 161, which is on this would be 10 cent. I'm not quite sure if we're even close to being ready to go somewhere like that. That's a little too far. But 1 cent, I definitely think it's possible. I know that the market cap boys, they're going to be, you know, have their panties in a bunch. Feel free to hop in the comments, talk your shit. I don't care. I'm not going to read it, but you go ahead and let everybody know that it's impossible. But anyway, they said the same thing about Doge, but if you look at Doge, you know what I mean? It went crazy. So, in reference to this is the pathway to 1 cent. Now, these meme coins are starting to actually, the other thing that I want to show you all, what we're looking at is Google Trends on YouTube. Okay. The YouTube searches, the trends, interest over time. So what I want you to pay attention to, we're looking at a 5-year chart. Okay. So I always say the best time to get into a lot of these cryptocurrencies are when they are below the number 25. This is when people aren't really paying that much attention. Although it's trending on CoinMarketCap, it is not trending on Google yet. And as I showed previously, the patterns are setting up. Now, when these things reach to these higher levels, 100, you know, sometimes 75, that is when the smart money dumps or dunks on the dumb money, and the dumb money ends up being becoming the liquidation. So you can look at any cryptocurrency. So for example, if we're looking at this chart right here, March of 2024, we come back over here and we look at March of 2024 right here. That's when we had this large candle up. And as you can see, we kind of went up and down sideways, and then we came down. Now, if we go back to it, right, let's look at this. This right here, if I can get it to click, is October to November of 2021. So if we come back to this, we go to 2021. What do you see? October to November of 2021. What did we do? We reached the top and then we came down. So as of right now, this pattern is forming while all the while we are below the number 25, which is the best time to get in. This is not financial advice. Really gain a lot of traction, right? So if we go to CoinMarketCap, we come to categories, and then we come to the memes, right? So if you look at the actual, the all time, how much money has been, rolling through here. So we're looking at $11.53 billion, market cap of 77 billion. So people are starting to get more and more involved in meme coins. Now this is just the last 24 hours. So let's look at the all time. So if you look at it, the highest we've ever been was around December of 2024, with market cap being 127 billion and the volume being 26.52 billion. And right now, the market cap is 77 billion with the volume of 11.53 billion. So there's a lot of money that rolls through these things. And obviously, it goes through its moments, its patterns. Sometimes they're really popular, sometimes they're not. As you can see, 2022, 23, and the beginning of 24, we were flat. 25 rolls around, it got hectic. Okay. So, there's definitely something here, something worth paying attention to. And of course, if this is something you're interested in, don't jump in something where you can't afford to lose money with any cryptocurrency. We just started getting regulation. I got to read the Genius Act. They haven't put the actual signed full, the entire legislation out for people to read yet. They have drafts, but I want to read what Donald Trump actually signed so we can get a good understanding. Now I'm heading over to a calculator, right? So at the current price right now, if you were to put in, and this is not financial advice, this is just a calculator, a what if, $500, and you sold it at 1 cent. At the current price today, I put investment fees, 0, exit fee. Obviously, you'll have a few fees that you'll pay, but let's just keep it simple. That will give you a net income of $36,737.69 if you were to buy it at its current price and hold it and sell it at 1 cent. Again, do not be a fucking idiot. Okay, one of you idiots that listen to these videos and get mad when this thing drops. I see it all the time. This is not financial advice. It's just giving you an example of how a lot of these kids that you see all over social media, or you see people posting these wallets like, wow, this person put in X amount of dollars and now it's worth, 5, 6, 7 figures. That's all this is. Okay, don't be stupid. But I published a chart on TradingView. If you aren't familiar with my TradingView, definitely check it out. I publish a lot of charts over there just for you to be able to follow. Again, this is a great pattern. It's pretty much in perfect shape. You have, this resistance at the very top is flat, and then you have these higher lows. And normally, 99% of the time, you see a breakout of these, and you can actually look these patterns up. This is a bullish triangle pattern. But anyway, I just wanted to just bring you all this. I appreciate you all tapping in. It's the #1 goon, never the 2, the crypto goon. I appreciate all my goons. Crypto goon out.